Hey guys, it's me, Trainman, and I'm here with another weekly timetable, and for once, I have a co-host. And I know I've had co-hosts sort of on Skype before, but now I have one in person. Or in Dogson. Michael, look it. We're on. Okay, right there. Yeah, keep looking at the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna... I can't do this. I need my right hand that I'm using to hold him up to open the YouTube window and tell you what videos I posted this week. I'm doing it with my left hand. So on Monday, instead of the normal video, we had Super Pirate Battle Royale, which is a custom map made by Seth Bling and FV Disco. Oh, and I forgot to put a link in there. Oh well. You guys can just go look it up. But yeah, it's very cool, very fun. We do about 5 or 6 rounds of this, and it's 2 pirate ships, and you have TNT cannons, and you shoot back and forth, and you try to disable the other person's TNT cannons. It's simple enough. It's very cool, though. The TNT cannons are very configurable. You can shoot things in, like, sideways. Excuse me. Oh, and then on Tuesday, we had Chrysaorus Locomotion. Which one is this? Episode 49, Signals Yay. Accidental hour-long video. Yeah, and I finished that giant system we were working on, and it doesn't exactly work out all the way, because the iron ore mine is kind of crap. Yeah. So, the next day, which was Wednesday, we had Homeworld 2 Single Player Episode 3, kind of crappy Group 5, which I want to put on a t-shirt or something, because that was kind of my catchphrase the entire episode. Just typical Homeworld, destroying everything, and winning. And then on Thursday, we had, we had Perpetual Testing Initiative tests 47 to 49. We're almost at a half of 100 tests. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, probably, because I do about 3 an episode. So I wonder what episode it is. I don't keep track. I'm going to put him down, because I'm getting tired of holding him. Say goodbye. I'll bring him back for the end of the episode. I just put him on a fleece blanket. He's going to be very happy there. So back to what I was saying. Excuse me. And then on Friday, of course, we had TRS 2006, episode 11, Success and Failure, where I had the shortest Trains episode I've ever put up, unfortunately, but I did manage to get Bald working, which if you follow that series, you'll know. You'll know who he is and how bad he's been doing lately. But then Trains crashed, and actually the computer BSOD'd a lot, so first time I'm going to make a shout out on here. But let me see. Who wrote that comment? Man of Steam. You were right. I did need to update my drivers because the computer just immediately crashed like 3 times in a row that day afterwards. So I updated my AMD drivers for my processor and my video card, and all is well, as they say. My hair is all of a sudden not right. It's very shiny. It seems very shiny. I think that's just the camera doing that, because my hair is not shiny. Oh yeah, what I was talking about in that TRS video, I was talking about my extended universe for that world, I guess, because I said I wanted to find a 3-story house to put in the woods, because in a little short story of mine that links to a much larger universe, blah blah blah, go watch the video right now, do it, and I'll wait until you come back. Actually, you can just pause the video. I'll wait as long as you want. But my larger universe is, you know, I hate the word fanfiction. It kind of has a bad connotation. I don't know why, but it's just set that idea in my head that that's a bad thing. It's kind of like, no, I'll go straight out. It's a compilation novel, not necessarily a novel. It was originally supposed to be written as a non-fiction sounding book where it would be a guide linking all sorts of sci-fi series together, including Doctor Who, Halo, Star Trek, Star Wars. I touch on a little bit. I don't really want to get into that because that has, I have reasons why the Force would work, etc., in my head, but it only works in Andromeda, which is a galaxy far, far away. If you understand what I mean, we don't meddle with them. Stargate is another one, and Firefly. Actually, I use that, and I take something. I make a little references to other things, like I did mention Back to the Future once, and the name of the giant space station is called. It's a space station that exists outside of time and space as a home for the last of the Time Lords, being the Doctor, and everyone he enlists to help him stop paradoxes. It's called the TTO, the Time Travelers Organization, but the space station itself is called Mabel's, and that's from another time-traveling, I'm not going to say it outright, but it's another TV show. It was an animated TV show. If you can say it in the comments, I'll try and remember to count you next time, but I'm not sure if too many people will get that. I don't reference that series other than the name of the station that exists outside of time and space. But yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm trying to fit everything together, and then I was originally trying to make it nonfiction. Then I decided, well, I'll put a story in. Why the hell not? And then I ended up actually adding myself. I know it seems a little narcissistic, but it dates back to, and here I go, story about my childhood. Whoop-de-doo. You can stop the video now if you want to, but if you want to hear this, please continue listening. I had a very overactive imagination when I was much younger, and I would create these stories, and since I guess I didn't feel like building my own universe. Ah, excuse me. Kiwi. I had some terrible kiwi earlier. This is the plant, not the bird. And I would put myself in the center of this universe because I would be the character I knew the best, but I'd take bits and pieces from other universes, mainly Star Trek and then Stargate, when I got into that, and then Star Wars I never really used that much, but now I take a ton from Doctor Who and Firefly. I watched the movie Serenity before I watched Firefly. I know I'm kind of working backwards, but I really wish, as many people do, that they would work on that again. It seemed very worthwhile. I don't know why they'd take it off the air. At least we got Serenity out of it. So what was I saying? Yeah, no, I guess I'm kind of done there. So I have the one novel that I am done with, which has myself. It's from my point of view. Going through this little plot line, it involves Ball, the Goa'uld, and the Borg, and the Doctor, actually 10th and 11th, working together, which is strange, but keep in mind Mabel's was formed after the 5 Doctors incident. If you know the old Doctor Who, you'll know there was an episode called 5 Doctors where the 1st through the 5th met and hilarity ensued. But yeah, then it was created shortly after that incident to prevent paradoxes. And that's basically what I do, and I save the world. Not really, I just kind of tag along, as they say. No, that's not an expression that works there, is it? And then I'm working on a few things. I know you probably don't want to hear about my books, but why else would you come to this video? You know, you can just skip to the end to get to the annotations if you want. You don't have to listen to this. But for those of you that do want to listen, I will say that I worked on that first novel and occasionally go back and change a few things because the information that I'm tinkering, or the information that I'm using, is constantly changing because I have to think ahead and think behind and kind of work with all these different timelines, try and get them to line up, see if perhaps the dates that the creators of the show got from the entrepreneurial time traveler that gave them the information were off. Through this, I have deduced, not I have deduced, but to make everything work, I said that actually Star Trek was off by 600 years. Yeah, 600 years. Because contact with the Vulcans didn't happen until after the Human Covenant War, and it was 2660, which is when Cochrane went up and got noticed by the Vulcans, who actually control a region of space much farther out than we had first thought, because we are in our area of space. You know what? I'm not even going to go into this. If you guys want me to talk about this, if you guys want me to explain how everything works together, please leave a note in the comments, and I'll be sure to mention this next time. But I don't want to go on and on and on without you guys, without your permission, I guess, is what I mean, because I don't want to bore you. If you're not a sci-fi fan, if you're here for the train stuff, which I would assume most of you are, because I'm Train Man. Actually, I'm Bombs821, but I do train stuff, if you didn't know. I don't know if this is the first video you're seeing of me. That's quite an awkward impression. Yeah, I don't feel like rambling on the subject of time travel anymore. So I'm just going to hop over the books. There's the first novel, which is called Welcome to the TTO. Second in that series, I don't have a name for you yet, but I'm very slowly working on it. And it will involve, the Portal universe and the Half-Life universe. That's another universe that I work with. Yeah, the second book in that series, The Comprehensive Guide to the Sci-Fi Universe, as written by, from the point of view of Mabel, which is the AI controlling Mabel's station. That's the more non-fiction-y side of things that I originally was going for, so I turned it into a different book. And then there's the short story, which is The Nick of Time, and the kid is literally, his name is Nick, and he witnesses this ship that was, actually, theoretically came out of the first book, and was shot down, and tore through space and time, and crash-landed in the Geiger Mountains, which is, I just kind of wanted to be able to write about a single train going through a dark forest. Short story, kid's name Nick. And then there's something completely out there from that, not even related. It's called the Minecraftian's Journal, and it's going about a dude named Steve, and if you know Minecraft lore, you know that the default skin, it's Steve. And it's about him and his friends in real life building a portal out of blocks that, you know, Deus Ex Machina mysteriously arrive in the mail. They build a portal out of blocks and they go through it, and they're stuck in Minecraft until they can defeat the Ender Dragon and escape. And then he goes and tells his good friend Marcus Persson about this, and he adopts the name of the god of the villagers, Notch. So, just a little Minecraft lore that I want to dive into, because I just had the weird idea to do it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you need the annotations for any of the videos I mentioned at the beginning of this video, they will be coming up very shortly. And, have a good rest of your weekend, even though for me there's only like 4 hours left, literally. If any of you have more, enjoy those. Actually, it'll be way less by the time I put this up. So, brace for Monday, then. Train Man out.